Welcome all masters. Welcome for oneness meditation Katha sessions. Today we have Master Rajasekhar connecting from UK, and he will be sharing on the topic karma. I'll give a very short introduction about the master. He's a senior pyramid master. He's a meditation coach, advanced student. He has surrendered to the source of grace within and become empty vessel from which heaven can express itself. Currently living in Basingstoke, UK. He is software architect by profession. Introduced to meditation 16 years ago during his college days. Hobbies wise, he's a England cricket core coach for Hampshire County and chess master. He has won the London major chess events. And family wise, he's married to Swati, who is in spiritual journey as well. And he is the father to 1 year little master Aditya. He has been conducting several meditation sessions across UK. He teamed up with UK volunteers to spread the daily meditations and wisdom sharings to spread Patriji's vision. Initiated projects like Pyramid Call Services UK to unite the masters to public and new seekers, UK Book Club, PSSM UK Library, e-library to spread awareness and etc. as per Patriji's inputs. Very warm welcome to you, Master Rajasekhar. Thank you so much. Sir, you can unmute yourself.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Sankit. Thank you so much for inviting me for this great session and giving me opportunity to talk about karma topic. Namaste, masters who are watching this session, joining for a live session today, who have been going to watch the live. Sorry about coughing a bit. Yeah, I'll share the screen. I'll share the PPT. You can see the
Yes,
screen
sir.
share.
Perfect, sir.
Okay, cool. Thank you. So, dear friends, I would like to share a topic on karma. So far, my understandings and findings. So, I have asked Patriji, sir, I want to teach about karma. I don't know anything. It's uh, some years ago. Then he said you have to work out and read many books, many masters. Then you come up with some subject. You know. Then I started working on it and I compiled some information which I would like to share to help others. Feel free to correct me anything if you think better information with you. Yeah, so today we are going to talk about some agenda on introduction of, about karma. What is karma and karma phala? Types of karma, diseases versus karma. So we'll talk about in detail. Central message of doctrine of karma. What is fear and love-based karma? Intensity of karma. How to do karma, how to perform. Six spiritual universal laws. So how they impact karma. So there is a close relation, so which I would like to address. And some solutions we will talk about. So we'll talk through it. How to enlighten using karma at workplace. So we'll touch upon these points and end of Q&A. So these are short slides. So though it looks lengthy, so it should be, hopefully I can cover it in the time. So at any point of time, if you have any questions, please interrupt me, pause and ask. Otherwise, end of the, if you can wait until Q&A, we can take it. So introduction means, see, there are countless unimaginable and unexpected events such as plane crashes, bombings, fires, In Australia, we said big fires and earthquakes, tornadoes, and causing innumerable deaths have been known from television and newspapers. So we have been seeing this at least since we have seen many last 3-4 years. Many people have met their death in accidents or from diseases and from hunger. Many have died right after birth, and many have committed suicide. One does not find any uh, consolation. So also, people minds are silenced because they cannot resolve and understand the true nature and laws of karma. Science couldn't explain, but why? But karma theory did explain as per Vedanta. So all these unexpected things happening in some lives. So science don't have an answer, but karma theory has, right? So we'll go to the next slide. So what is karma? According to people, in general, karma means going to work, performing meritorious deeds, charity, and religious activities. Any activity is called karma. The self-realized, however, call this karma phala, resultant karma instead of karma. So whatever seen outside is a fruit of karma. To see the seed of the karma, one need antarmukha drishti, which is a third eye. So as you sow, so you reap, we say that. So any action happening outside, there is some creation within, in somebody else's creation or my creation or others' creation. So there is, without creation, without a seed, the outcome won't happen. So we create our own reality. So all that happening are good or bad. So there is some creation. There is a seed. Let's talk about types of karma. So sanchita karma. So friends, there are three types of karma uh, we can classify as infinite accumulation of punya and papa accumulated, collected, the baggage is called sanchita karma. So it is a whole uh, account of all our punya and papa, all our good deeds and bad deeds. So we compile together, and that's a holistic baggage, we can say, the full baggage. And prarabdha karma is finite sanchita karma taken in this lifetime to fructify. So out of whole sanchita karma, uh, I cannot face all the good or bad outcomes in the same life. So we have to. That's why human take many incarnations to one after in each life, while enlightening. Uh, we bring some karma in this lifetime. That is prarabdha karma. A lifetime will come to end when karma is burnt. So the prarabdha karma which we brought in, once it is completed, lifetime is completed. So sometimes what happens, we bring the next life's prarabdha karma also when we get when we are in a travel of this meditation spiritual path, we can control that. But normal people, the lifetime will come to an end when the karma is burnt, and contains both good and bad karma. So karma means it's not just bad karma only. Karma can mean also it's a good also. 100% good prarabdha means swarga, 100% bad means hell. Next one is kriyamana karma. Accumulation of good or bad done in this life goes to both sanchita and kriyamana account. This karma will be added to the current life, which is prarabdha karma as well. So kriyamana karma is whatever we do. Let's say if I do some good service, I get some punya karma. It may immediately transfer to full account, or current lifetime sometimes I have to face it, right? Let's say I have helped my neighbor, then they, out of gratitude, they will help me. That is means in this life only I have converted. So this has been converted, which is prarabdha karma. Karma phala can be adrishta immediate phala result or adrishta result waiting to fructify. So I'll give some examples. So diseases versus karma. So this is what uh, yeah. So there are uh, diseases. Why we get the disease or some long-lasting issues, right? Because of own present karma, or because of past karma, hereditary, occupational diseases, collective karma. I'll touch upon briefly. Present karma is a person who constantly drinks uh, for it, gives some senses of light, heat feeling, or some pleasure will surely suffer liver cirrhosis in future. So a smoker or a drinker, they are in now if they're drinking too much, they will obviously face it in the current life. A cigarette smoker who engages in chain smoking because it pleases him will surely be subjected to lung cancer in future. So this can be this means the person has created in this current life. So there is no balance. He's out of control, taking everything and losing obviously the life, right? Which is important. Because of past karma, second one, there are even in Puranas like Garuda Purana, all the diseases are cured by previous caused by all the diseases are caused by previous life karmas. An eater of flesh becomes very red. The drinker of intoxicants is born with discolored teeth. A slayer of women and a destroyer of ambroises becomes a savage full of diseases. So a person will get all these issues due to past karma also. So even in Purana scriptures we have this. Next one is hereditary diseases like diabetes, hypertension, etc. They are all also your past karmas. You had to suffer so you are getting them. Basically speaking, all diseases are due to your bad past karma results that you suffer now. So hereditary also we will get it. There is a uh, life after death, or before coming to this life, there is a phase. What the concept is life after death. So we will go through some phases where we will be questioned. Have you done your what you want to do in this life? What you want to achieve in this life? That phase. So based on our karma, we will be placed into certain family groups, right? So where in that family we will get to learn that lessons. So hereditary issues might as well we have to face because we have it's an environment where we create. And also occupation diseases like uh, backaches causing to a IT professional, for example, that's an occupational disease. And also if you football player injures his tendons, leg, knee pains. So those are the choices we make, and we get those diseases, but it's not everybody will get those. We have to. So these are just classification just to have awareness on this, right? And the final one is collective karma. All are affected due to epidemics spreading over the across the world. We've seen like COVID that comes under collective karma. So central message of doctrine of karma is like a person's action is determined by below attributes. So far, this central message doctrine uh, message, the book is says some say chance and say anything action is from any movement from A to B, a person moving from one city to other city, right? Or moving from A to B position. It's all chance. And next one is human effort. Human will make an effort to go. So it's all within the free will. Next one is, of course, anything to manifest, adrushta phala, the good karma waiting to fructify. So that will be one consideration. So there is no mythological explanation of karma. It's spread throughout the scriptures. All the scriptures talk about this. So there is one thing, friends. So far we understood. We are trying to understand what is karma and what are types of karma, right? And why these diseases are occurring to any person. Then, so why all this, right? The negative aspects also. So there is one reason, sir. Couple of reasons are fear-based, and main two categories I can say, fear-based and love-based. Fear-based is you reap what you sow. Karma is the consequence, both good and bad, that are brought to you based on your actions. Good and bad, you are, based on your actions, good and bad. You are judged for your actions, right? Whereas love-based is karma is a gift that brings you lessons for your soul's personal growth and will continue to bring these lessons back around until you have learned them. So we need to understand here, karma is not a against, it is not a bad thing. Karma is we have to treat it as a gift. It will keep us moving in our life. It will create an opportunities for us to learn soul lessons. So anything happens, so we shouldn't take it wrong. We have to understand. We have to go within. I'll explain in the towards the end. We have to internalize why it has happened, right? Anything that kind of, we have to generate love towards all the negative events happening, especially the way where we need to focus. Of course, for all the good happening, we should show gratitude and all. So we have to be very pleasant in that state of mind. Fear-based is on a contradictory. Uh, so we shouldn't take implant fear within us. Basically, in our soul, we have always been that compassion, always be showing that love emotion. Okay, we'll talk about intensity of karma. Uh, so there are three types of karmas, intensity wise: drida karma, adrida karma, adrida karma. So drida means fixed life, like fixed for life. Life challenge is unchangeable and very intense. For example, a single mom with three kids, two physically challenged and one having autism. So this scenario is like a soul has, as a mother, has taken this challenge as a prarabdha karma. So this karma is almost cannot be changed. So these kind of karmas are called intensity wise drida karma. And adrida karma is life challenge can be changed with the right effort. Example, a person getting cancer, a lady getting cancer, hating herself, hating herself deep inside. So in this life, when that lady is hating herself so much within, so the obviously got a cancer with a depression, because all the cells within our body has to vibrate within the same frequency with bliss and happiness. If there is a depression, obviously all the cells slowly goes into the negative state and don't help each other. Of course, certain portions of the body won't work, eventually you might get a cancer. So the third one is adreda karma, like it's easily alter life challenges. So we can change it. For example, employee not satisfied, not having soul satisfaction in workplace, he will just quit the job. Uh, Instead of learning some lesson over the company. So even the person goes to other company, the same challenge occur because one thinks that it is happening because some certain other people, but it repeats. Karma is like rather than other same person, it can come with other person also. Sometimes it's just an example I'm giving. And one important point here to talk about: what decides the severity of results? So, for example, we did some action. How do we know that, what decides? Our intention or motivation. The intention is most important aspect by far, as karma is mainly connected to the intention of the action. So it's all our intention, friends. Even though we our intention is to do good to others. Always we have to keep it. Let's say a person's intention is to do bad to other person, but speaking nicely outside, but he thinks that he won't get karma, but it's not like that. It's in intensity is always important. So we have to keep our soul very pure, right? So we'll talk about how to do this karma. If you renounce the identification with the body, then you are not the doer of karmas, and neither are you the enjoyer or sufferer of these karmas. That is the ultimate essence of the dharma. So in Bhagavad Gita, we have a sloka: Karmanyevadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phala heturbu mate sangotsava karmanye. You have every right to work, but not expecting fruits out of it. Do not focus on fruits. Never be inactive. So what it is saying is, we have to do karma, uh, not for that means not for expecting something. We have to do without expecting. Let's say we are working in a company. Uh, we just need to work on whatever the job has given to us without worrying about it's me who have done, nobody recognized me, or such kind of victim patterns. You need not worry. If somebody appreciates, it's fine. It's end of the day, you have to make yourself happy. Oh, I have done a great job today. Nobody have done this. I have created something, right? So the performance metrics, whatever you have to do, you have to assess yourself rather than worrying about why the other person didn't appreciate me. He appreciated the other person the same day. He didn't appreciate me. Of course, observation is good, but no need to worry. Don't take it too much personal. So everyone must engage in some sort of activity in this material world, but actions can either bind one to this world or liberate one from it. By acting for the pleasure of the Supreme, means Purnatma, uh, without selfish motives, one can be liberated from karma. So keep contributing to the whole, which means wherever we are working, keep contributing. If someone appreciates, fine. Without appreciation also, like unconditionally, if we keep on working towards the goal to, let's say a bigger project is there, we have to make it granted, make it manifested, then keep working. You do your part, keep contributing. So whatever you do, small things, contributing to the success of a big one. So if you are successful in implementing or in doing a work, the karma unconditionally, then eventually you are contributing to the project success. So what happens? Nature is counting your karma. Remember, these three types of karma is there. Sanchita karma is all big baggage is there. So if you're doing, keep on doing good, your bad karma will get is going out of your way. That means anything you try to manifest in this life will happen so easily without much, the fructification of manifestation. So a lot of times we try to do something, but it won't happen so easily. It will take certain time. So let's say, for example, we take exams, we fail, but unless we learn the lesson of soul, what it is trying to teach, uh, patience or creativity, understanding, anything is less than what is intended for that level of exam, we may not clear. So it applies everywhere. So what is lacking? We have to assess ourselves. I'll come to the solution part again. Yeah. And six spiritual laws, universal laws, we have to just touch upon because there is a relation which I thought let's bring it here. Laws of consciousness. So basically, friends, even though here I think definitely there are good masters here, but in general, we need to assess where we are. We have to be united with these spiritual laws. They keep us straight always and help us don't fall into the repeating mistakes, which means we do the same mistake again and again sometimes. So we have to be careful. So if you don't want to get caught in that kind of loops, right? The same day you feel like I had lived the same day again. Uh, I mean, in a negative way, at least. So then basically somewhere in this last we are not up to the mark. For example, first one is law of consciousness. We are not body. We are pure consciousness. So we I need to understand why we are not body. I'm not a body. I'm a pure consciousness. We have to understand this. So that means I live life after life, but my consciousness is permanent. They're not this body. So there are a couple of many references in our Bhagavad Gita or any other scripture. For example, na jayate mriyate va kadashin nayam bhutva bhavita vana bhuya ajo nitya saswato yam purano na hanyate hanyamane sarire. For the soul, there is never birth nor death, nor having once been, does he ever cease to be. He is unborn, eternal, ever existing, undying, and primeval. He is not slain when the body is slain. So even the body is dead, soul remains. That means whatever the learnings we are capturing throughout the life after life, we are continuing. If we take the next life, our wisdom is there. So soul progresses from baby, young soul, uh, old soul, like soul incarnations. You might have learned that. So soul gets enlightened uh, by many incarnations. So the so these kind of Bhagavad Gita messages clearly explaining us about the consciousness. The next one is law of reincarnation. Consciousness is a state. When it first incarnates into a body, it starts experiencing, play a role, and again reincarnate. So what is this law of incarnation saying is we come and go into this body. So what happens is we play, we experience, we do many things until we learn, right? So consciously we experience, then we do better things every day. So likewise, once we learn these lessons in this incarnation, then next life we will take another life and we progress soul level. Next one is law of karma. If you keep doing ahimsa, it's a big crime in higher worlds. Sorry, I mean to say, if you keep on doing himsa, so you have to be in a himsa state. You keep on doing himsa, then it's a big crime in higher worlds. So uh, so as you sow, so you reap. The same thing happens to us. So soul will experience everything. If you give suffering, you will experience suffering in the same or subsequent lives. Cause and effect principle will apply. So that's about law of karma and law of constant progression. In the life in earth or any loka, only going forward. Keep learning, constant progression happens to everybody. Some people will learn very slowly. Some meditators who are in this practice of meditation and journey, there's a always a chance that a high chance that they progress faster beyond lives. A non-meditator, for example, not keeping so uh, not keeping the conscious. So what happens? He can be either rogi or being a bogi, either two possibilities. Then a meditator can be a yogi. So yogi is always progresses faster. Uh, there is a choice for all of us. How do you want to be? Being a rogi, bogi, or yogi? So I'll come to that. Just touching those words here. Law of fastening, rapid evolution, the progression. There is no regression going back. So same as constant progression, there is no going back. That means our understandings, we got soul wise, we got won't go back. So if I am a young soul or a old soul, I can't go to baby soul, right? So consciousness wise, if we affect one soul, uh, go out and meet people. I mean, it's just a description of it. So move forwards towards wisdom attainment. So those who entered in PSSM have steadfast the journey. So leaving shyness, for example, saying no and keep the rapid evolution enabled. These are the advantages. Reading more books, listen to others' principles, which enables us into this mode. Which means here we connect to many people. In PSSM, all the masters, what they do is we have some simple principles guided by Patrici, like doing meditation, connecting to people, basically. So we share knowledge, and so we share. Okay, this is the point. So this is my experience. So they share each other. So when in one area we are upgrading faster, when we connect more people, everybody got information. So we connect to all the information and we keep on evaluating. And also reading books and arranging sessions, which are which fastens our progression because there is a lot of connectivity. And sixth one is law of uncertainty, law of infinity. Uh, and there is not one path to enlightenment. You see all your past lives, you see all lokas, all dimensions. There is law of infinity means uh, so there are many paths to enlightenment. We understand that going to one school only I will get enlightened. I already seen all my area people went there and they enlightened, so I have to go this way. No, nothing like that. You have to follow your path. You go to inner self, and it will guide you. So in meditation, we can feel our heart, friends. In the our heart will generate some vibrations, so we can understand our heart. Simply, it's very simple. Am I feeling better here or not? Am I suppressed, or is my views I'm able to express? We can clearly understand. So some places where we are very energetic, very happy, very joyful, very flowing, life is flowing. So we will get to that. So we'll understand, discriminate, then we can choose. So there are many paths to enlightenment. We can learn from anything. While doing karma also, especially, we can work, we can understand, we can elaborate from every moment. Okay, there are, let me check the time. There are 10 unwholesome deeds. So it means these kind of actions, um, we have to observing if we are doing. Um, just remember this when we meditate, just recall whenever we are doing any such sort of uh, obviously all of us have gone through these phases, maybe in many lives. Then we have to come out of this. These principles I taken from Buddhistic, basically from Buddha's messages. So killing of living beings, stealing, unlawful sexual intercourse. So these are bodily things, like we cannot kill living beings. It's totally, that means we are stopping the progression of other soul. A person or an animal came to take birth to have certain experience in this life. So we are killing means we are cutting their progression. All the prabdha karma. So we are stopping means we are taking all the karma. So we have to be very careful. Even killing or helping to kill or giving money to kill, anything, it harms us only. So initially, before coming to meditation, people, masters used to say to me that, or in a group sessions, don't go for non-vegetarian. We should stop killing or harming, giving violence. Then I didn't follow that. At that time, my senses were not ready. I am not sensible to enough to understand that point. So I just continued meditating. Uh, Then after 3 years continuous meditation, then my senses started working. I can feel others. Okay, I'm talking. Am I can feel others. Okay, they are uncomfortable now. I can talk later. They are listening better. I can add more. These are common senses. Common sense will increase when we do more meditation. So killing of living beings, I didn't believe that I have to stop this. I was keep eating non-veg. I keep eating mutton. But later, my senses improved. I became very clear. When I kill, when I'm eating non-veg, I become numb. In the afternoon, let's say I eat, uh, and then I started working. My senses are not that active as I am, so meditative and higher conscious. Or when I eat vegetarian food, I'm very conscious, very energetic. So my life of productivity is very good. So it's just an advice, but life gives in a hard way. So start accumulating understanding. If you The simple suggestion I do is all these 10 body, all 10 unwholesome deeds, whatever is applicable, don't worry about it, but just think about and do meditate. When you do more meditation, our senses will increase. Stealing. So stealing is, why do you want to steal others' money? So it's a ignorance. Whatever mistakes we are doing are out of ignorance. So we don't know that how much by stealing, oh, I may get more money. like right? But the ignorance part is by stealing that you are accumulating a lot of karma. You are wasting your time. So anyways, you will lose that money, or in this life or next life, you will become a poor person, or all the problems which I explained earlier will be applicable to you. So we have to be very careful what we're doing. And of course, last one is unlawful sexual intercourse. This is again very sensitive topic. Uh, so we have to be doing sex with the right partner who we married to. There is a society system, right? It's the lawful things that we know. But yeah, I'll move on to next point. So next one is verbal actions. So verbal actions like lying, slander, tale-bearing, harsh speech, frivolous or meaningless talk. Uh, Patriji has told in a Vakshetra, a very good topic. If you get a chance to listen, it's in PSSMmovement.org website, audio section. We can clearly go to a SoundCloud link where Sir has spoken about Vakshetra. Audios are excellent. He has extracted that message from very many lokas, I would say. Please do listen to that. Like lying is a, of course, it will shrink our soul. We won't expand. So we'll become dull and we'll get all sorts of issues. So very careful. If you're lying, correct it in meditation. So I'll tell you in the meditation how to do that. At least I may cover a couple of them, how to come out of them. Slander and tale bearing. So don't talk anybody's behind, or there is no point. If you have a point, just tell you are doing wrong. No, you look stupid. Why? Because tell the reason. There's nothing wrong in that, rather than tale bearing waste of time. And also harsh speech. Just think about how you are speaking. You should speak politely and up to the point. Harsh speech means you are losing yourself. You are moving away from your love consciousness, center of consciousness. Frivolous and meaningless talk. Don't talk when there is no point. Mental actions, the third category. Covetousness or eagerly desirous, especially for other things. This is more of a stealing thing or similar. We at least see that this is again the mental thing is very important. This is where everything starts, right? The bodily actions is physical manifesting things or verbal. These two are comes from mental actions. So everything happens from our mental first. We get a thought and we say. We get a thought, we action. So covetous or eagerly desirous. We have some desire about somebody else bought a very good car. Then we desire, okay, I want to go, just keep on thinking about it. Or then some people do stealing of that car, or just keep talking about that car. Just rather than see, if you want that, you have to manifest. There is a way to do that. If one has manifested, why can't I? There are ways to manifest. And also ill will, again, if somebody is well, uh, we no need to give negative intentions towards them, okay? But it won't harm them, but rather us who is generating. And wrong view. So right drishti should be there. With the 6 universal laws, anything which is not aligned to them is the wrong view. So we have to purify all these negative things. We have to transform from negative to positive every area. So that is why meditation is so important. Every meditation, any opportunity to do meditation, go there, meditate. In the meditation, what happens in the group, different groups, we get certain energies where we learn a certain lesson. which happens due to only that soul combinations, right? So when enlightened people will be there, then our negative vibes will reduce. Gradually, will become pure and pure. And I'll just quickly go through these 10 meritorious, which means uh, good ones: generosity, morality, doing meditation, reverence with the heart, service oriented, transference of merit, rejoicing in others' merit, hearing the doctrine. That means this karma topic, for example, expounding the doctrine, straightening one's view, right? So when we share this subject or any subject, any doctrines, not just karma doctrine, any subject we share others. So these are all good points we are gaining. And because with our message, others are also listening and contributing. So friends, any good thing happening, take part in if you can, right? Any opportunity. Like when you're listening good, uh, good topic and some good points are there. Talk to somebody in your circle, in your friends, certain topics, keep sharing, who are ready to listen. I'll come to that point. So finally, solution and exercises. So we are towards the end of this. So far, I have explained in some examples, some uh, theory points. So what are solutions we can make to transform all those negative aspects, right? Um, Certainly, meditation. We have to do meditation every day. E- The number of minutes equal to our age, no matter what. Otherwise, we will miss the point. So, soul lesson comes. Let's say we are in a certain action, certain group action. If you don't meditate, means we don't become balanced. You don't get the point. There is always a chance that we won't be center of our consciousness, and our third eye is not open properly. Third eye means awareness. It's not just eye. Sorry. And also awareness. Awareness comes, which is a byproduct of meditation, which is third eye. In other words, awareness means knowing what's happening in the world, everywhere, what's happening in this universe, what's happening within me. And another byproduct is with awareness, mindfulness. So mindfulness means whatever we are doing, the three areas we have just discussed. Just excuse me. Sorry. Three areas I told: physical actions, speak, and how is our speech, and how is our mental thoughts. So we can observe more clearly when you identify, okay, my physical actions, and even though I think it is wrong, I'm doing it, and that is where our meditation helps transform that uncontrollable things. We have a lot of uncontrollable things which comes from negative habits, which we can transform in meditation. We can what happens, our sensitivity will increase day by day, awareness will increase, and so much so that our mindfulness span will increase. That means if I'm working in a work, a lot of times I am lost. For example, a lot of times I get distracted looking at a mobile or looking at other sites, websites, and all. Or if I'm working in other field, also outside physical work, also I might lose myself. So why I'm spending 8 hours of productive hour instead I'm doing something else. So I'm not centered to the work I'm aligned to. So mindfulness helps. Oh, at that point it will help. Why I'm doing this at this point of time? I'm supposed to do this. I'm not doing this. So I should say no to these people who are not aligned to work, distractions. I'm confidently say that, use the speech, then come to the work. And once you finish, that ability will come. That means, see, and ultimately our productivity needs to improve. So this way, meditation helps all this way. So, and also meditation helps by karma, how much karma I have. So if I'm doing work, so when we are winning ourselves, all the negative aspects like I have a hatred, let's say I have anger, I have shy saying no to others. So all these are lessons comes only when we are doing action. So we have to meditation helps come out of one after other, slowly. We have to work on each point. Finally, one other thing I would say is gratitude, which is part of Ho'oponopono. There is one good spiritual topic. Gratitude means being happy with what we have, and we have to express, we have to feel, express, we have to convey. Um, so really, so no outside we look gratitude, inside no gratitude. Shouldn't be like that. We have to be integrated. That's what integration means. Okay, and we'll go to next slide. Yeah, Ho'oponopono technique. Because I mentioned it, I'll quickly touch upon. So first step is just about accepting the fact that all the wrong things started within you. If anything bad happened, the feeling within the us we have to observe. So there is yeah, we have to observe that and say sorry. Even in meditation, we have to say sorry. This has happened because of me, or any negative situation. So that's the first thing. Second is thank you. So say thank you. Mm, means asking for forgiveness is a healing method in Ho'oponopono that helps you move in your life. Let's say somebody helped us, or we are able to do some work because of all the good people around us, because of their presence. At least not disturbing me when I'm supposed to work on my work. That's one thing. Or they're helping me. Either way, we have to release thank you to everybody. Then the next one is gratitude is an emotion and must be said again and again to bring in the fresh air of positivity. When we are gratitude, feel friends, experiment this. Say sorry. Literally say sorry outside or within meditation. Start with meditation. In the meditation, you can bring the people in and say sorry. Say thank you. Say gratitude. Means feeling of gratitude, an emotion. And I love you. With a gratitude, we say love you. Giving love is a caring and affectionate emotion that accelerates the healing process. Um, so that is the giving of love. So just release the love. Any person comes, if there is some discomfort, it's not their problem, it's our problem. So we have to, some tough people comes in life because we have to learn certain things. And if that person is causing a problem, just work on Ho'oponopono. Lord, that person say sorry, thank you for whatever help you are doing. Show gratitude and say I love you. Thanks for creating these opportunities for my evolution of soul. So this is what you have to do. I have done these examples. So I have a problem with some person at workplace. Then when I do this, that person, when I go next time, rather I'm showing angry with him or avoiding feeling, I'm more inclusively working. Even though I say, you are sometimes stupid, I openly tell them, him or her, you're stupid in this area, but you're exceptional in other areas. I'll just tell, we discuss. he also tells, I am stupid certain areas, exceptions certain areas. Okay, then we know. Is it really true? Then I know what areas I have to develop. So this way it helps openly, communicative and being in that vibration, good vibration. So I think last slide, couple of slides. So I'll quickly conclude here. Activate third eye and start off the day to see purpose of the day, not to fall in distraction traps, mayas, which I explained pretty much. Steadfasted awareness to utilize opportunities, especially from negative outcomes, like what I just explained with the persons which we day to day we operate, we work with. So we connect humans in certain way, whatever work we do. Then uh, we get some negative experiences, some positive experiences. Uh, it's so anything happens like that, we have to. There is an opportunity for us. That person is creating, giving that opportunity. So when you have to upgrade. This is an opportunity. So steadfast awareness, which we attain in a meditation. These are gifts from meditation with uh, deep meditations. One we have to work on our meditations. Practice means seriously take the meditation and work on these aspects. But don't expect this come in a day 1 or day 20. Uh, Slowly it will come. Meditation has to part and parcel of our life. Mindfulness on what you think, speak, and act with continuous progression. So what you think, what you speak, what you act, always we are mindful. Otherwise, we just casually talk. It don't have any meaning. Or even we play a joke, it has to be some meaning. So everything has to be in a spiritual. Every experience, spiritual experience. So uh, be mindful whatever you do. Okay, then when we observe it, mindfulness is such a useful because slowly we'll meditate and transform. There is an opportunity. Next, meditate, integrate, and recreate better reality. When we do meditation, we always come out of uh, from top level view. We can see this morning. I'm not integrated. Means what I think, what I speak, what I do are totally different. What I feel don't want to go, but I went out, so I'm not integrated. So either you have to decide, yes, I'm going out, I'll be totally with them. Otherwise, half of the brain will be somewhere else, doing will be somewhere else. So you have to be managing properly or being. So integration is very important. Being authentic, which I haven't written here, but authentic is very important spiritual quality. Develop that authentic skill. That means you say it will manifest. You say speak from the heart, right? So there is no but. So there are certain fears always in this journey. Like if we say something, we feel that, oh, I might miss these people. I might. Then don't worry about it because I've been traveling with these people for 10 years. I might miss this totally if I say this word. Nothing wrong like that. So one thing, friends, spiritually we develop day by day. We upgrade day by day. So that means our frequencies are increasing. So when we increase our frequency, we get different set of people. So people are defined by frequency of groups. So we might in the journey we might lose some people. It's not losing. They will come to they follow us continuously, but we may not daily touch being in the group, but we may change a different group. We keep on upgrading to better groups. It's nothing wrong. Don't worry about I might lose. No fear. Because ultimately, even you don't speak, one day we'll speak. But until that, we're just wasting time. But anything we meditate and we can always integrate and upgrade. Or you may well upgrade the people also. Take with you. And last one is once you're enlightened, share others who are ready to listen. Ask, especially ask. So we should say I'm available. If people come and ask, then share, because we give free advices when we become enlightened in that area of knowledge. Then others may not listen. They may say they may look like listening, but they are not. Then your advice has no value. So, in my journey, one of the masters who has, when I'm traveling with him, he told clearly, because I have a tendency that I used to, because I can see my senses are working. I can help, if you go this way or if you pick this decision, you might lose. But that wasn't working because he or she looks like listening, but no, because their karma, they wanted to do it. Why should I interfere? So when somebody asks, then it's not interference. Then that is the point of time. So to become a master expert, so this is very key point, I would say. Okay, friends. So this is it. Thank you so much for listening to this topic, and any feedback, questions, I'm eagerly waiting. Then we will do quick meditation. So yeah. So Sankeet,
Yes, sir.
so any, what do we do? Any questions we'll take or meditation? Would you like to
At least some
like to?
minutes of meditation you can do. Sir. It is already
Yeah,
6 already, so at least some minutes you can meditate. I think.
sure, sure. Okay. How long we have time for
It is already
meditation?
6 o'clock already. Yeah.
5 minutes?
Yeah, 5 minutes. So yes, we can end with meditation.
Okay. Let's close our eyes, friends. Let's do 5 minutes meditation. Any questions we'll take. Okay, friends. Slowly cover your eyes with your hands. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly looking at your hands. Open your hands. Open your eyes. Gently open your eyes. If you have any questions, please ask.
Hello.
Hi,
Hi, sir.
Sanket.
Really great sessions, sir. Really amazing explained. One PPT also very nice. Everything was well drafted and very nice presentation. Properly it was, and it is understandable. Even if you read the slides also so easily, you're able to understand. Very nice to draft it, sir. And the explanation also very nice. Very slowly but perfectly explained with examples wherever required. Thank you so much for your amazing wisdom on karma. Very important. Everyone has to know about this law of karma. It's very important. Thank you so much once again, sir.
Thank you, Sanket. And I'm really happy that I'm sharing in a Kata Dohas. It's my first Middle East session.
Oh,
I'm really showing gratitude and I'm very happy today. And thanks for feedback. Really useful for
thanks
me.
for
And
sharing.
yeah,
Any questions, masters? When anyone has questions, you can ask. You can unmute yourself and just raise hands. Any doubts, any questions on karma, you can just ask the master. Yes, sir. So there are no questions.
hope it is. You
Yeah,
got it. Everybody understood it.
it's clear to you.
Yeah, I can see. I think everybody are masters here. So there are almost everybody in here.
Yes, sir. Nice. Yes, sir. I'll end the live also. Thank you all masters. Thanks for joining for today's sessions. Again, we will meet next week with one more masters and we another wisdoms. Just keep on meditating every day and have an happy and miraculous life.